One time, I had a dog.
That's fine, because
His little backpack.
I just came back from Publix.
Well, back to my dog story.
What's up, interweb? It's me, Andy, aka Android, and welcome to episode 2 of the Spooncast, where 3 or more of your fellow spoons come together to discuss any topic ranging from games, movies, and anything nerd culture. Joining me today, to my left, the Island Boy,
AKA Puerto Rican Badger.
Puerto Rican Badger. To his left, first time on the podcast, D. Wayne.
Thank you.
The D stands for dynamite.
Thank you, that does.
Or whatever you want to interpret it as.
This is true.
And to his left, everybody knows him as
Party people. What's up, party people?
Some party people. So apparently a shitload of release dates have been released.
They released the release
They
dates.
released the release dates. Right off the bat, we already have a release date for episode 9 of the Star Wars.
Have we even gotten to 8?
We haven't even gotten to 8.
It's crazy.
That is.
May 24th, 2019. Although the previous release date for Force Awakens also was in May, got pushed back to December, and I believe so was episode 8 that also got pushed back.
So this one can assume it might be scheduled to change eventually somewhere.
Right,
down the
so
future.
Way ahead of schedule. I don't know why they do
yeah, it's the one that's ridiculous is the one we're gonna get to. But before we get to that, Dr. Jones will return for another movie on July 10th, 2020.
2020.
Indiana Jones.
So,
Yep.
Why?
Steven Spielberg and
I feel like that's unnecessary.
yeah, I agree.
Like, how old is he gonna be then?
that's a good question.
I don't know how old he's gonna be exactly.
He-
But he already looked old.
He's probably gonna be the ancient relic that they're looking for.
They found
They're gonna find him in the warehouse.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
I don't know. As we know from the last movie, it didn't go too well. I kind of pretend like that movie never happened.
I like some
It looks
parts
so
of it.
phony. The effects look, I mean, it just looked like it was in slow
It
motion.
wasn't
whole-
Indiana Jones.
That whole him getting inside the refrigerator to
Oh.
survive the blast.
Come on, dude.
Wow.
Was a little extreme.
A little too far with that.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean that's still far as away in the 2020s. Who knows? Maybe
Hopefully
it'll
they change their mind by then.
That
I wouldn't mind if they did maybe like a reboot.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe
it would
I
make
could
more
see
sense.
that making more sense instead of just continuing on with
Who
Harrison
would
Ford.
reboot it? Who would they use as a reboot? Who would? As a matter of fact, let me
Chris
fix
Pratt.
that.
no.
Who would you like to
Oh,
see
man, everybody
as
wants to go to
Indiana
guy now.
Jones?
Chris Pratt's the go-to guy.
He's the
I don't
go-to
think.
guy.
I don't think he would be a good Indiana Jones. I don't think he was a good dinosaur wrangler.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
You know, I like him as Star Lord. Don't get me wrong. He's good
Yeah,
actor.
he's good at Star Lord.
He's good actor, but I feel
I like
like
because it fits more to his personality.
yeah, I feel like he
He's
would.
playing himself like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, basically playing himself.
Like Keanu Reeves in every movie.
I'm excited for the
Yeah.
Avatar sequel.
Except the Devil's Advocate.
Avatar.
Oh boy. This
So-
movie has been anticipated for years since its first.
They said
So this
still-
isn't the first release date that we've gotten before.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be released 2014.
2014. What's crazy is that Disney is opening up a whole park,
Ahead of it.
and they don't even know how the movie's gonna do. Like that's what's crazy to me.
I guess
Yeah.
going off by the first movie.
But when you got money to blow
But,
like that, when you own everything,
When you own everything, I guess it doesn't really matter.
James Cameron though, he usually doesn't mess up that often.
No, it does not.
But he's a very patient guy too. So
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Zen-like
He
pace.
said he had that first one.
because I know
Yeah.
Avatar.
Yes.
I remember like there's an interview saying to make before the movie came out, he was waiting for like a certain amount of technology.
Yeah, he wanted
technology
that
to
technology.
come
Yeah, I
out.
remember that. Yep.
So
He didn't even make it because they didn't have the technology that he needed.
exactly.
I mean, that's cool. I'm all down for technology. You know, as long as you're not just making a movie just because of technology, and you're using it because it's a better tool in your toolbox to make a better movie.
Yeah.
I feel like then that's. I mean, I guess we can say there's a lot of movies that probably couldn't be made without the technology we have now. What's the movie we're just watching the trailer now
Valerian
Valerian.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that movie could ever be made.
back then.
Yeah, without this technology. So I'm down for that, as long as they're not just kind of like,
a lot of these movies already have done.
yeah, they just do it just.
Oh,
to
they look. It looks good, but the story is terrible. I mean,
It's
Yeah,
all about the story.
yeah,
But his track record shows that this is about to be a good movie.
yeah,
That's
he
all
does
the
a good
sequels.
job. I don't have nothing negative to really say about.
So it's not just one sequel. We have a couple release dates. December 18th for the
Exactly.
sequel.
Or-
December 17th, 2021 for the next movie. December 2024 for the next movie. And December 19th, 2025 for the last movie.
I feel like he should have done those movies already. The first one was so awesome.
I mean,
But I mean, like they were saying, like he's waiting for the technology to get to the point where he can make the movie he wants to make.
and also given the time frame from the first movie up to the following sequel, he should already have a story down by now. So he's
I mean, I hope that they already have planned out all these movies already.
most likely.
And maybe they shoot back to back to back to back. Hopefully. I mean, that's also pretty intense.
But that is kind of a, I would say that's kind of a odd release dates for 4 sequels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because you have 2
Two
movies
release
back
dates
to back,
apart.
and then the following 2 movies are like 2 years apart.
yeah.
So like 2020, 2021.
How does he know he's gonna have that technology
2024,
at that time?
2025, yeah.
Because by
I
then
mean-
they're gonna have flying cars.
I mean, honestly, like, but that's like just like, you know,
At the same
That's
time, we
especially
don't know if
those-
he's just waiting for the right technology and stuff. Maybe he has enough, to do like those 2, the 2020s and 2021s. And by that time, have something new come out. But yeah,
I mean, but it's how the expression goes, basically just pissing in the wind.
Yeah, you don't know what's
You're
gonna
just
happen.
throwing out dates.
Yeah,
And
yeah. It's like you're throwing out dates. Like, how do you come up with dates?
yeah,
Like for like 4 movies?
for 4 movies.
It's just crazy.
I mean, I guess now with, hopefully, that's the thing. It depends how this does with the Disney World opening this park. Let's see if it because like, who remembers that movie like that well?
Yeah.
Well,
Look, you gotta
speaking for myself, I've seen the movie enough times to know, like, remember.
I did
most
see it
of
a lot. I did see it a lot when it came out.
And honestly, it was
but-
like,
but-
But I guess you got to get that ball rolling.
But it's been such a time gap that
Yeah.
we remember it, but all the new
Right.
all the new kids now they're teenagers. They want to go
and
watch
that's true,
movies.
because right now, this is
So-
the time for superhero movies, so that
Yeah.
kind of overshadows Avatar.
That it does.
yeah, you're right. A lot of people might actually forget about Avatar. It's been that
Yeah.
long.
It's been that
People
long.
did that, like, about Star Wars. People like, Star Wars? What are you talking
Yeah.
about? I'm like,
But I mean,
I get
Star
mad.
Wars had that fandom that never went away.
well, they still had their hardcore fans, but there's people
Yeah.
that I went into that never saw Star Wars.
Right.
But that's the thing. The Star Wars set a trend, and it was 3 movies. In a time span that it was relevant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Avatar was just one movie.
Yeah, and
it just went into
stopped.
obscurity.
But to be like-
so it didn't. I feel like it didn't build up that much of a fan base for it to be talked about and kept. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta keep it.
Well,
Once
actually-
you're hot, you gotta keep it going.
Actually, how I feel is like, well, I do agree with you with that one, but when Avatar came out, honestly, I went to go see it with a friend, and the first time I saw it, it was amazing. I didn't expect it to be as big as it was. I only found out how big it was big as it was because I went home and there was like I had my TV on, I was just chilling, and I think it was on TV Guide, and they had this big event for Avatar, and then the articles started coming out like how much the movie's made. I think currently it stands as the most, holds the record for, I got it.
The most money?
Yeah, there you go.
Box
Most-
office.
Yeah.
The highest box office.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, that's James Cameron's 2 movies, Avatar and Titanic. It comes in number 2, if I'm not mistaken. So,
I heard Titanic brought in a Titanic amount of money.
Couldn't help yourself. Couldn't help yourself, could you? You had to do it.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
So would you say it was a boatload of money?
Here we go.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully it does. I mean, like you said, it was a great movie. I like the idea of it. Hopefully we can pull it off. And I do like that he pushes technology. Like I said, I love that. Like, you have to push technology to make it better. If not, you just stay in the same place.
Yeah,
Because
the
if you
good
don't
thing
have
about
technology, your movie might crash.
the good thing about him is he has the technology along with the writing.
Right.
Which is
Which is the most important.
Yeah. So he usually makes it work, but I don't know before.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking like 4 movies.
Yeah, he's a great director. I feel like
And
I
also
said before
help.
with Titanic, that was like the tip of the iceberg for his career.
He's never gonna stop. Leave on
That's
leash.
why I think we should terminate this topic.
Alright, let's just sink
As long
right
as it
here.
doesn't sink the boat, we're good. So anyways, I mean, let's just go down with the shit.
It's gonna be all day long.
Alright, continuing with release dates. Fox unveils release dates for New Mutants, Deadpool 2, and Dark Phoenix.
I'm actually really happy and excited for Deadpool 2.
I think most of us are.
The other movies that they're talking about, I honestly don't really care for because their timeline is so jump aroundy. Fox has messed up every single Mutants movie that they're made. So honestly, I don't really get excited when I hear that they're making a new movie.
I agree.
But this
But-
could be like a new chance for them to,
Start fresh.
start fresh.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like, hopefully, like I wouldn't mind if they just scrap everything that has happened. Maybe not Logan, but I mean, maybe Logan was a good send off. You know, like it was like this is our last hurrah for these characters or this version of that world, universe, and let's just start fresh. And I mean, hopefully, the title New Mutants. Hopefully, they can just start fresh
Exactly.
and get everything they learned from Deadpool and Wolverine and Logan, and put that into their movies instead of the old like just throw money at it, make it a bigger explosion type thing.
You know what would be really awesome and actually like smart and like different stages? It would be if they join the MCU. If they figure out a way to, but you know what I'm saying? It would be great business wise for
Could be a
them.
long shot.
You know, it is a long shot, but I don't know. Me
Or
as a
maybe they could
consumer,
start
I would
something
love
fresh.
to see
So
something like
they
that.
could probably get away from the X-Men and probably do something maybe like with X-Force, you know?
Well, isn't that what the New Mutants kind
Yeah.
of?
That's
I
what I'm saying.
think
Like,
that's
I feel
what I
like
was assuming, but
I think since like X-Men, I would say X-Men is done, but like from what we're used to, that's put behind us. New Mutants is gonna be like for a new generation,
Yeah,
I guess you could say.
I would say it's done. Like after Logan come out, like how do you beat that with
yeah.
X-Men?
What are you gonna do?
Like you can't.
Logan was amazing.
Logan was amazing, so like you can't do that with the X-Men.
No.
Like what you've already done, unless you reboot it.
You know, the thing that has me worried about, one aspect that has me worried about Deadpool 2 is because they're introducing Cable. Cable is a a mutant that came back in time, and then which other movie they went back in time? Days of Future
Days of
Past,
Future Past.
which was horrible in my opinion. So I feel like that movie is only gonna be good because of Deadpool, unless they write something amazing. You know what I'm saying? Or they could also be smart and use that that movie to go back in time and mess up fix everything.
God,
that
if they
messed up.
do that, if they go back in time and try to fix everything again,
No.
like I'm done with Fox.
Days of the Future Past wasn't really that bad.
It wasn't horrible. No, it wasn't a bad.
It wasn't. It wasn't that.
It wasn't
bad.
what people were saying. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
Yeah.
it's
The only
better than
negative thing about it is how it
Oh, it's not
better
that
than
timeline. No way.
It's not better than Civil War.
I mean, but
Yeah, the timeline.
The overall movie, I think, was pretty good. It's just like the effect that had on the previous movies going forward, kind of like threw everything off, you know.
I don't think that's what they were trying to do because I think they were trying to get away from. I don't know if they felt like some of the previous movies were.
Or maybe it's their way of trying to start fresh. With
Yeah.
Future Past.
It was the way of trying to
Hey,
start
you-
fresh without starting fresh.
Yeah.
You know what just dawned on me too? You know at the end of Logan, how in the end credits they had Deadpool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What if they're going back to visit this time traveling aspect of things? So when Cable time travels back, maybe he'll take Deadpool with him, and they run into Logan. I mean, that could be.
Well, he has been pitching for Logan for Wolverine. I mean,
I don't know. I heard this movie like
Deadpool.
his last movie though, because he's been that character for like
yeah.
14 years, I think.
He can do it for
It's
another
been a
14
while.
more. Like he's really good at it. Honestly, who do you see? The only way I would be interested in watching any more X-Men movies that are Wolverine movies that doesn't involve Hugh Jackman is if they get a brand new actor, like an actor that has never been in any other movie.
Kind of like when he did.
Like a
Yeah.
fresh space.
Which
I
I think-
would like that. But honestly, out of all the actors that are out there, anybody trying to portray Wolverine, I would be like, no.
It's
'cause
kind of like
that's
the
Hugh
Joker
Jackman.
dilemma now with
Yeah.
after what's his name?
After Heath Ledger.
Heath
After
Ledger.
Ledger. Like,
Yeah.
how do you top that?
Can't.
So and they tried, and I don't know.
I
But I have different
watched
versions
Suicide
of
Squad.
the Joker.
Suicide Squad.
I watched
You've seen
Suicide
it.
Squad, and I'm
The
like,
latest.
he wasn't Heath Ledger. I mean, he wasn't.
No.
He wasn't bad. It was just
He was a cat.
But I think what made it work. But I think what
He
made it
kept
work.
on
though-
purring for some other reason.
But I think what made it work for the Joker character itself is that like there were different versions of his character, so they could cast different actors and play that different version of Wolverine. I feel like it was like just that one Wolverine or
Yeah,
whatever.
you can only really play it that one way, I guess.
And Hugh Jackman's been playing the part for so long that it's gonna be hard to start fresh because Hugh Jackman's still fresh in everyone's
Yeah,
mind.
it's etched in everybody's brain.
So and I guess if they bring back Wolverine, the character, they have to be at least I'd say at least a good 10 years. At least that way, people can like they'll not forget him, but at least where it feels like it'll be refreshing to see a new Wolverine.
okay, send them on up.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right.
Because you just send another one like let's say like next 2-3 years,
Nah,
you're already comparing to Hugh Jackman, which is hard.
But people are always gonna compare. Like we're comparing shit right now. Look at we're comparing the old Indiana Jones to the new Indiana Jones. And people always compare. You know what I'm saying? And most of the movies, or a lot of the movies that are out nowadays, are remakes of old movies, and that's the first thing people do: compare. Oh well, the old one was this, the new one is that. So there'll always be a comparison.
In which case, I have another thing with Hollywood about that, but that's for another podcast. That's for another podcast.
So New Mutants, supposedly, I didn't know this, New Mutants in the comics is where they introduced Cable, which is interesting that they're bringing in Cable. I'm assuming they're going to follow that same pattern and introduce them in the New Mutants.
I hope they do
movie.
House of M.
I don't know what a House of M is.
How's that doing?
It's a storyline. House of M is a storyline where all the mutants are dying. Like they start killing off all the mutants.
Now, how is that
I
different
guess that
from
would be
Dark
like
Phoenix?
I think that would be like a predecessor to Logan, because with Logan, he was like one of the only few mutants left. So if they were to do that, it would be like a precursor.
Like a prequel to Logan?
Or not a prequel, more like something that in between event, like
Yeah.
in between a side story.
Like,
Kind of
like a Rogue One
There you go.
to the X-Men.
There you go.
So Deadpool 2. What do you guys thoughts on that? Do you think they'll have magic in a bottle a second time?
It's expected. I think we all expected Deadpool 2 to come out eventually. After the first one, they also held that, at the end credits, Ryan was already he said there's already Deadpool 2 in the making. So, I think it'll be good though. I think it'll be good. Just keep on what they're doing. With the first one, don't lose the original formula that made Deadpool.
Yeah.
We got a special guest today.
Special guest.
How you
I
doing,
don't
sir?
know,
Welcome.
you can slide over a little bit. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you can give me the shot right here.
It's my boy Kyle.
Hello.
How you doing?
What's your name?
Dwayne.
Dwayne. Nice to
Yeah.
meet you.
Nice
Kyle.
to meet you too.
What's up?
What's your name?
My name's Andy. How you doing, Kyle?
Just call him Android though.
Andrew.
AKA Android. Obviously, you know Lou.
Yeah,
AKA the Puerto Rican Badger.
Puerto Rican Badger.
We're just on the topic of Fox unveiling the new release dates for New Mutants, Deadpool 2, and Dark Phoenix. As far as X-Men goes, do you think they'll continue
Yeah,
with the
doing
new
like,
characters, or just scrap the whole universe that they had set in
And start
place
over.
and just start over?
I don't know, but they're already going with Dark Phoenix, right?
They are going, yeah, they released it.
So that's already like the old from the
Right,
First-
so they
first
kind
class
of,
or whatever.
it kind of was already done, and now they're trying to
a
do
little
it
bit
the right
so,
way.
Yeah, so they're trying to like start over. They're definitely gonna recast Logan though. I mean, Wolverine.
Yeah, we're just talking about that. How do you recast
How
it?
do you recast that?
Who they
He's
gonna
an
get
icon. He's an icon. That's like
Yeah, but they will.
recasting. That's like recasting the planner's nuts, bro. Like you can't.
That's worth way too much money.
That's like recasting
Yeah.
the Pillsbury Doughboy.
And you were talking about
Yeah.
trying to bring it into the MCU, but at the end of the day, Fox is still making money off these movies. It's not
Yeah.
like Spider-Man where they were losing money, lots of money.
But maybe if
That's
they use
because
the
it's
Wolverine
garbage.
character for a while.
This Spider-Man looks like it's. I mean, again, I'm gonna give this one a chance. I normally don't mess with the Spider-Man, but this one looks like it's gonna be good. I like this kid. From what I've seen, let me just say.
I'm still not convinced, but I feel like giving him a chance because.
But you like?
Yeah,
Garfield.
I like him. I'm not convinced either, but I'll give it a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks fun. You know?
Yeah.
It looks like.
I like Andrew Garfield. To me,
You like Andy Garfield?
I like Andrew Garfield. I don't know if he was like.
He wasn't bad.
I don't think he was bad. I don't know if I saw him as Peter Parker exactly, but I mean, I like him as an actor, so like I liked him. As far as the character, I mean, I don't know. The movies didn't really give him a good chance. I don't think to like.
Yeah.
Well, again, it was Sony. It's like Sony really. I feel like Sony is just doing it. I mean, obviously, all these studios do it just for the money.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
like Marvel, Disney has people who actually care about
Right.
the comics, who they put in charge of these movies.
Right.
So I feel like Sony never did that. They were just like, what can we do
to make some money.
to make money?
Yeah. Well, it's like I don't know, kind of like the Fantastic Four.
Oh, there was nothing fantastic about it. It was horrible. That movie was terrible.
All of it.
I was like, yo, this is gonna change. It's gotta change. And I was watched the whole movie. I was like, I couldn't believe they released it.
You mean the most recent one?
Yeah, it was
I
terrible.
never
I haven't
saw
even
it.
seen it.
don't waste your
Yeah,
time.
I haven't seen it
Listen,
either.
Listen,
don't waste
Listen,
your
man.
time.
If you don't want to get upset, do not watch that movie.
I heard it was bad.
You know how I am about movies, man.
That movie was that
I
bad.
still want my
You
money
know
back.
what really pisses me off is that Reed Richards is a very key and important, person in the whole like MCU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it would have been nice to have him there because he was one of the persons that had a hand in the whole creating Ultron,
Oh, I didn't know that.
and Hank Pym did as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was actually really upset about that. They switched really big parts.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But the Fantastic Four would be really good if they got him in MCU. Like, if they could incorporate it like with the Avengers, and it would be.
I think we would all agree that if Marvel was all under one.
I think we've all come to that conclusion.
In a perfect world,
Marvel's,
right?
Marvel's doing the best job for sure. I mean, it ain't even like a question.
Yeah, I mean, I have issues with Marvel too, but I think they're doing a lot better.
Look at the bright side. At least they're not DC.
DC is horrible.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Marvel movies are at least enjoyable, like as a movie entertainment. Like,
Me personally, I enjoy DC, or I like DC, but I think they just live too late in this game. They're playing catch up right
Yeah,
now.
they're trying to catch up. They're
And
trying
to the
catch
point
up
where
now.
it's like, you know what? There's not much you could do. If you started from the same time they did, then maybe, perhaps they could have like
They should
something
just
going
take
on.
their time and do their own thing.
We were watching this video earlier on BVS, and the people in this video, they could not said it better, but BVS, they crammed so many things. They have at least material to make 6 movies out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it would have been way better. They should have took their time,
Yeah.
What I feel they should have done, they should
Well, they had enough time to do BVS, and they just, I don't know, I don't get it.
They have enough time to do it.
Did you see the
Do it right.
Batmobile and Batman vs Superman?
couldn't see
Yeah. I mean,
it was just a blur.
Was it? I mean, it was just like, I couldn't believe they released that. Like, it was terrible.
I don't know. I don't even remember what it looked like.
I saw that.
I guess
that
that's
one time, and I was sighing through the whole movie, so it was hard to.
It looked like
So
Darkwing
bad.
Duck's car.
Yeah, it was like,
Oh,
it was like,
okay.
it looked like a video game.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Ben Affleck wasn't very. I didn't really like him as Batman.
Me neither.
I thought it was a bad choice.
I don't think
They
he was
should've
a
got
problem.
somebody
I
younger.
don't think he was a problem though. I think
Yeah,
He
he
was
was.
part of it.
He wasn't that bad though.
I don't think
I don't think he was that bad. I think that
He
his story
wasn't that
was
bad, I
terrible.
guess we can say.
That's like
but-
saying I don't think a motorcycle is the problem in global warming. It's part of it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate Ben Affleck. I just think like I didn't really buy him as Bruce Wayne or really. I mean, as
Well,
Batman.
because of the way it was written, though, I think.
Yeah.
I think it
And
was
he's
more-
maybe an older version of Bruce Wayne,
But
not like
still-
his prime.
I don't know. To me, Ben Affleck is Ben Affleck. It's kind of hard to separate him from his
It is.
personality.
Yeah,
He's
he's too-
already like so much.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, with Christian Bale, I think he was less. Like his
Yeah.
personality was less. When he came into Batman, it wasn't like you didn't
So you think he's
know
that
as much
type?
about him or whatever it was. He wasn't much of. I mean, Ben Affleck is really.
I know exactly what
I
you
think
mean.
it's like
Because George Clooney rendition of Batman, I feel the same way about it. It's like
Yeah,
you
I
know.
forgot that even existed.
But
Yeah.
getting back to his point though, he said like when Christian Bale took up Batman, you didn't know much about Christian Bale. I think when Ben Affleck came into Batman, everyone had a preconception of
Yeah,
him.
I don't
So
know.
like if you were going with like the precognition, like what you expect him to be,
Yeah.
you either be disappointment or get like surprised. But
I mean, I didn't
Bale,
think
believe
that-
it or not, he's been acting since he was very, very young.
Listen, I watched Christian Bale in American Psycho.
Yeah, I know
Have
Bale.
Have you seen
Bale
Christian
wild,
Bale?
right?
But he's
He
not
was
Ben
in
Affleck.
He's been in a lot of movies.
Empire of the Sun. He was
Yeah,
4
yeah.
years old. That was
Yeah.
an amazing movie.
Yeah, that guy, he's been acting. He's been in a lot of movies. But I don't know if they knew him on that scale. I mean, Batman's a big.
I think like
On a Ben Affleck scale.
Ben Affleck
yeah.
became a household name, and then he kind of has like I guess a horrible track record with some of his movies. So I guess a lot of people weren't too
Yeah,
excited
next
about
week
him
was
being
dancing
Batman.
around Daredevil.
I mean, he's made people
People
say
say everyone's
Let's just say that was Daredevil.
But yeah.
And I think Ben Affleck is more of a personality than Christian Bale. I think Christian Bale kind of disappears into the parts a little bit better as an actor. Kind of like changes from role to role. Where Ben Affleck, I mean, he changes, but like you can still tell it's like Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
His
his
Ben Affleck.
essence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't hate
His
Ben Affleck as much as a lot of people hate Ben Affleck. I mean, like prior to what he's been doing, but I never really felt like, oh, I don't know that's Ben Affleck. He always kind of comes through in his parts, so it's hard for me to like see him as a like Bruce Wayne because it's like an iconic character, like a personality who has a certain background. And
Yeah,
Ben Affleck, it just like I see Ben Affleck, like
he doesn't fit it like
pretending
Tony
to be
Stark.
Bruce Wayne.
like what's his name?
Tony
Stark.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
But
I
Tony
think
Stark
that's
is also
the thing. Robert
a
Downey
lot
Jr.
less
is-
well-known character. Like Tony Stark is like,
Oh, yeah.
he was nobody knew who he was before the movies came out.
No,
Like, I mean,
not-
people knew Iron Man, but they didn't know anything about Tony
Yeah,
Stark or
yeah.
what he was. I mean, I like comic books and I like Marvel, but I didn't even really know that much about Tony
I
Stark.
agree
So.
that's significant.
He did a great job on Robert Downey Jr.
Well, he is him. Like
Yeah.
he literally like
But
his
he
personality.
he rewrote the character because in
Yeah.
the comic books he's not like that. Like I mean, but prior to to the movies, he was like a much more sober, serious person. He was an alcoholic. Like like Robert Downey Jr. kind of made his own. Turn the character. and
He
made
took
his
over
own.
the character.
Yeah.
He actually took over the character.
And I mean, obviously it's really popular. So.
I can understand because Ben Affleck probably didn't really do that. At least not in this one.
Well, it's easier to do with the less well-known character too. Like Batman has been around for how long, and everybody knows who Bruce Wayne is, and everybody knows his backstory, and everybody knows his parents died. So.
I also think it had a lot to do with the writing and.
It did. It has, of course.
Oh, no,
I still don't even know why he was mad in that movie. Like,
Yeah.
he was really pissed.
Remember when we were talking
He
about
was
that?
really pissed.
Yeah, we're like,
I'm not really
everybody
sure why.
should understand what happened with Superman. It's Batman. He goes through the same stuff. Like, cut it out. Dude. I don't know.
Well, that movie was a mess. I mean, I don't know.
I love how it always just goes back to BVS. No matter what we do,
Yeah,
it just goes to BVS.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I think they were trying to use that movie as like a conduit to like expand. To
Yeah,
other,
of course that's what they were trying to do.
Like Louis said, the video we saw,
that time
they had
we were talking about it.
six materials worth of movies in that one movie. But I think thinking about it now, they probably did that on purpose just so they could use those 6 materials and branch
It
it
was
out.
right.
Super saturated. What they could have done is the same thing that Marvel does. Marvel has like 3 different movies being filmed right now to go in the same timeline by like 3 different directors. They could have done that. They could have done a movie really right. They could have took like Batman, a solo movie Batman, and done it really right. Took a solo movie of Superman, a solo movie of everybody had like different directors, and then just bind it all together.
Yeah, but like right now, Marvel's already been established. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, they have a better.
They're trying to
They
compete
got more
with
doors
Marvel.
open to do that. You know,
But you
like I
can't
said,
do it.
But
DC.
but DC shut their own doors by
Yeah.
trying to take a bigger,
Yeah.
bigger bite of the cake.
I think they let
per se.
Zack Snyder. They gave him too much.
Control.
Yeah, man.
it was-
I mean, I never really knew a lot about Zack Snyder before Man of Steel came out. Like, I think I might have seen. I saw 300 and I saw
That's what
The Watchmen.
The Watchmen, yeah.
But I never really saw anything else. And I know people were talking a lot of shit about him. Like a lot of people didn't like him. Like, oh, he's a shitty director. And I was like, oh, I don't know anything about him. Like, and then when I saw Man of Steel, I understood why people were so. Because I mean, I know somebody here like Man of Steel.
I enjoy Man of Steel actually.
I too.
It was.
We wasn't trying to get this balance here all the time.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like Man of Steel.
I mean,
There was parts
I
of
feel
there
it.
like-
was things about Man of Steel which were really
It's
good.
Superman
you
in the
know?
real world. Like,
Yeah, I mean
what like
that's like
But
the
that's the
fighting. That was great. Like the special effects. Like the fighting part was like the best Superman fighting I've seen in any Superman movie. But the story was.
You want to know one thing? And I just came up with this, and I know we kind of talked about this last podcast, but I hated that movie. And the thing is that
I really didn't like it.
Superman needs to be, by law, needs to be reinvented. They have reinvented Batman to fit in a more, up-to-date world. You know what I'm saying? To where now they got him voice changing, and now they got him doing all these kind of things. That I liked how Christian Bale did it. I really like how Ben Affleck did it. But at the end of the day, it's something. Okay, you disguising his voice, and they're taking more. They're being more free, playing more with his character to show him a different light or show more possibilities for him not to get his identity exposed. But now we go back to Superman. Superman can't just keep hiding behind glasses, bro. Like that does not.
At what point do you change him so much that he's not Superman anymore? Though?
But that's like saying that.
No, but it does work if you look at the original Superman movie that they did.
That's like me telling you, take off your glasses. He's someone else.
Yeah, but it's not just that. Like he doesn't just put on glasses. Like he changes his whole demeanor. Like he becomes like this. And I mean. It is a lot of that is his like body language and just his like personality that people think he's so like nebbishy, intimidating. Yeah. It's like there's no way this guy could be Superman. Like look at him, you know what I mean? And it's like I guess like they don't really. I mean, especially in Man of Steel, like
he ain't fooling nobody. If I were to see him down the street, look punk bitch, I'm like, listen, you're Superman, cut that shit out.
You think so? But remember in the original Superman movie, like I thought it was pretty good disguise, like. Between when Christopher Reeve became Superman and then when he was Clark Kent, like he really didn't seem like the same person. You know what I mean? Like maybe if you knew him personally, you would be like, okay, yeah, I'm looking at this guy's face.
You were dating him?
Yeah, exactly. Like Lois Lane. But I mean, just walking down the street, people around him, like I don't think you would notice, but
But that's the thing, though.
You're changing the attitude and changing the fact that you still look like
you're
diverse.
All right. Let's take an argument. Let's agree with what you're saying. Let's say, but one day. You're in Denny's or something, and you see this guy, and you're like, hold on 1 second. And he's just sitting there eating his dinner. You don't see no kind of demeanor, no kind of actions on his part other than eating his dinner. You'll be like, damn, that motherfucker looks like Superman over there.
I'm not saying that. There's like a lot of lookalikes in the world too. So
but exactly, there's a lot of lookalikes, but you can still go up to them and be like, hey.
Has anybody ever told you?
Because you know how many times, exactly, has anybody ever told you like Superman or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, give me something, but not no.
If you're there eating with him, I guess what gives it away too is the theme song playing.
But you can't really change that about Superman. Like, what is he gonna wear a mask?
Yeah, it's just not Superman.
That's what he was.
That's where the writers come in.
Yeah, but what is he gonna wear a mask?
And that's where you got think tanks for it. You know what I'm saying?
Would it make you feel better with someone like in the movies? At least like someone just question it. Like, hey, you got Superman. At least someone question.
That would make you feel a whole lot better.
I mean, you don't have to say blatantly, yes, I am or no, or whatever. But,
like you see this guy flying around. What is his neighbor like? If you use my neighbor, I'd be like, this is funny, but my neighbor looks like Superman.
One of the characters is like always plays around like he doesn't know. But when he leaves the room, he's like, I got Superman.
Yeah, like give me something.
I was thinking like maybe they should write it in.
Because to me, it's
just have somebody say it.
At the very least, they can do that. Just like, hey, that's some question. Hey, that's Superman.
And there's just some things that we need. As humanity, we need to learn to let go. I think that's a character. I think he reaches the end of his road. They gotta kill him like they did Logan. Like that one. He reached the end of I feel that as a character, what they're trying to do just doesn't play no more.
And that's why it's always so hard to do Superman because he's Superman. Like, what are you gonna do to him?
And exactly.
And you gotta come up with all these things to just.
Yeah, he's too OP for a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And if you wanna bring him down a bit, stick him in the MCU. Let him be or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I like Superman personally. I always like Superman.
I've never liked Superman. I like Batman because
I think that's another thing.
A regular dude that kicks ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but Superman,
I like Batman too.
You're too OP. I don't know. I've always rooted for the underdog my whole life. I feel like Superman's too OP.
But Superman is kind of an underdog in the sense that he's his whole planet.
He's a god and he's an earth.
He is, but at the same time, he's also, extremely alone. Like, he has nobody that, that is like him. Yeah, he's kind of like solitary figure. Like, all the weight is on his shoulders. So it's like, he has all this power, but at the same time, he also has has a lot of responsibility on his shoulders.
Well, he
it's like
sounds like
he can't shirk it. You know,
he sounds like an emo kid. I mean, if you got an issue, here's an issue. Like, go to a psychiatrist or something. Look,
What's
what
he
you
gonna
just
do,
said
tell him
is
that he's an
curable.
alien?
It's curable with a psychiatrist. If he goes to a psychiatrist, and by law, a psychiatrist cannot divulge.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it too. Like, I mean, think about it as a character. Like, okay, imagine like if you had that kind of power. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't lose your temper, not even once. Like, you can't just get mad and decide to like, you know, throw this remote control because it's gonna go through the wall and kill somebody. You have to like, you have to think about everything you do. Like, you know, yeah. Like, well, at least there was nobody in it.
That's I think that's one thing I did like. But when he's like pushing, you gotta tell like he has to hold back.
Right, exactly.
He could have
like,
just,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he could have just killed the guy or just like threw him through the wall. But you know, like, so it's kind of like from a psychological standpoint, it's interesting because this is like a person who has to like.
Then he needs to sit down and talk to Bruce Banner.
So it's more or less kind of like
Now Bruce Banner has, you know, like no control, so like Bruce Banner can't even. Bruce Banner wishes he had the opportunity to control his anger.
You know what?
He
If honestly, if I was Superman, I'll be a dick about it. Like, fuck you! And I'll go to your house and break it. And that's it. And I'm done.
Did you like the Superman character in Batman? Because I liked him better in Batman vs Superman better than the standalone film. Because I liked the way he was. It seemed like he was more dark in Batman vs Superman.
I think it had to
I
be
don't
dark
know. I
because
didn't
of the
really
inclusion
care.
of Batman.
Like, I mean, I didn't really like. There was things.
Batman vs Superman was terrible.
I feel like he had
It was
no reason picking a fight with Batman to begin with. Like,
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Like, why?
Yeah, that was not realistic because I mean, Batman was stupid for getting that fight because Superman could have. I mean,
He's an alien.
killed
At
him.
the same
Like,
time, I think they could have hold off the Batman vs Superman movie for a while. Because
yeah, they
like,
should have. They could come with a better reason for it. You know.
On top of that, this is like you could say this is basically a reboot for a Batman. So for him to go straight into a fight with Superman was a little
Aggressive.
maybe a little too much for him.
It was too much for him because they really downplayed the fact that I mean he had no chance. I mean Superman.
Exactly.
I mean Superman could at any moment just squash him like a bug. It was stupid of him to imagine that he could. You know, like I don't know. I feel like they didn't really.
they didn't think
and he made a
I
fart
didn't
cut.
think it through.
Yeah.
I think
he did make a fight.
He made a fart cut. He grabbed. Oh my god! Let's move to the next topic.
And
Oh my
then
God.
they screwed up Doomsday too. That was stupid. Like that's such a great storyline. Like, they could have done so
They
much
could've
more
saved
with it. They should have put it in the
They
first
should've
movie.
saved
That would have been way more interesting
Yeah.
than Man of Steel. You know what I mean? We've already seen Zod. Like have him, you know, like I don't know, like
I feel like Doomsday could have been like their version of Thanos. I feel like Doomsday they could have worked up to Doomsday as opposed to
yeah.
Just jump right off.
you know, and then make him look like a Ninja Turtle and
And that's such a great sequence in the comic books when he's like going across the country, like destroying stuff, and there's all these heroes trying to like bring him down, and then nobody's having any success, and then finally, you know, like this, you know, I don't know, just as a like an action sequence, it could have been like he could have been utilized way better than what they did with him. You know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like throwaway for such a
for such an OP character.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
like
I think we're all in agreement. DC is really dropping the ball. They are
Yeah.
really dropping the ball. They just-
I mean, the only movie I'm excited for from DC really is the Flash movie. Just
I was
because-
just about to say the same thing.
Because I think Flash is awesome. If they give him a
Yeah.
huge budget and they actually like
Yeah.
use the money to like the shit they could do with him would
yes,
be.
but where did he go with Flash from here though?
Like,
But you know what?
yeah.
That's one way to look at it. And on top of that, the Flash doesn't really have enemies that you know his villain. He doesn't really have any villains that are like really like can stand out. You know, like other
Yeah.
like the other
The
Flash.
Reverse Flash.
Yeah, Reverse Flash and.
Or compared to other
I
movies
like-
of Justice League. yes.
I like the monkey guy. I forgot his name.
Oh, Grog.
Grog. Yeah, I like
Grog.
him. But how will you play that into you know?
And where do you
Didn't
go
they
from
do
there?
it in I haven't watched the.
Unless you
Flash.
merge Planet of
The
the
TV
Apes.
show?
Yeah.
What
Well,
about?
I
Didn't
keep
they
up,
do Rock?
Yeah.
I keep up with all the DC shows, so
So they
I mean, that's one thing we didn't
I
have.
didn't even think I
Justice
start
League, I
watching
guess.
that one.
And
Is it
the
good? The
Flash.
Flash was good on
I like it.
TV, right? What's wrong? Why are the TV shows better than the movies lately?
I think
Because
it's
they have
because,
more
like,
leeway
more
to tell
time.
stories.
Yeah,
More
they-
time. You actually extend the story a little, you know. And
Plus,
you
they're
can-
not spending like $500 million per episode.
That's true.
You know, like movies. I mean, they're
I
spending
don't
so
get
much
that.
money that they can't afford to like.
Not make money back.
All
Yeah.
the Justice League movies I'm actually looking forward to. I don't know. You
like
guys
Daredevil,
probably disagree with me,
right?
but I'm actually looking forward to
I
Aquaman.
like Daredevil.
Aquaman.
Yeah. I actually look forward to Aquaman.
They'll have to
For me to like
proof will be in the
Aquaman,
pudding.
yeah, that movie would have to be so well written because I feel Aquaman shouldn't even be in the Justice League.
Does he have a solo movie coming out?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think he has enough energy to make
They
something.
should just let's see how he does in Justice League,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
we'll.
What I think they should do is give Cyborg a solo movie over
They are.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
All of them are getting
all of these are getting.
I think Cyborg comes out like 2019.
So what about Justice League? What does anybody think about that? They think it's
I don't know
worth
about the
watching.
Justice League.
I mean, I don't know.
I
if
feel
I'm-
like
I really have no clue.
I feel like they went back and just because of all the talk about BVS being so dark, that they went back and probably reshot a lot of it. Where now you watch the trailer and it's a lot more like upbeat,
some slack humor.
and all of a sudden Bruce Wayne is a completely different Bruce Wayne from BVS. Like he's more of like a Tony Stark character from what I've seen in the Justice League trailer.
Yeah, they're trying to lighten him up and make him more quippy.
Right, which I hate because that's not the issue with
Yeah.
BVS.
Yeah, it's not.
You
Yeah.
can make dark movies and not.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I like. Actually, I like.
It's
Dark.
just bad storytelling.
Yeah.
This is what talking to BBS does to people, guys. We go from Marvel straight
So
to
anyways, we were talking about New Mutants, Deadpool, Dark Phoenix. I just want to read out the release dates real quick. New Mutants 4/13/18, Deadpool 2 6/1/18, and Dark Phoenix 11/2/2018. So all of them coming out next year.
Wait a minute,
This is gonna be a big year for Fox. Now they're sink or swim.
So you said New Mutants is coming out next year and Dark Phoenix?
Do you know who they casted
And
for
Deadpool
these
too.
movies? Especially for Dark Phoenix. I'm
Dark Phoenix is gonna be the young Jean Grey.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix is.
Sophie Turner.
Sophie
Yeah.
Turner, yeah.
I like
really
Sophie
Turner.
I
I like her
her
on Game of Thrones.
I like her on
I
Game of
like
Thrones.
her. I do. I like her on Game of Thrones, but I don't
I
really
hate
like
her
her
on
as
Game of
Jean
Thrones.
Grey.
I hate her on Game of Thrones.
I mean,
I
I
like
cannot
her.
say she was a bad Jean Grey. I feel like
I don't think she did
the
anything.
writing was so bad
What did she
that
do?
made her.
Oh, you mean Age of Apocalypse?
Sorry, Age of Apocalypse. I feel like
Apocalypse was horrible.
I'm sorry.
Such a bad
That was like one of the worst movies I've
I
ever
got
seen.
so
Yeah,
mad. I got so
terrible.
mad at that movie.
look at the bright side. They did a Power Ranger crossover because you know that was Ivan Ooze. That's who that was to me. I see Apocalypse and I see Ivan Ooze from the Power Ranger movie. Like you can't.
Oh, I've never seen.
Oh my god, bro! You need to, need to get on that.
Power Rangers?
Yeah, like the old Power Ranger when I was a kid. They made a movie. There's this villain called Ivan Ooze. I will look him up and show you.
Does he look like Apocalypse?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
They
much.
screwed up Apocalypse. They
No, and Apocalypse looked way
CGI.
different, and they went and changed them up because it blew up all over the internet. That that's Ivan Ooze, that's Ivan Ooze, Ivan Ooze, and they went and they changed them up, and they still look like Ivan Ooze.
I think it was still the same color. I think it's
He
for
looked
the tone of the
goofy.
movie, he just turned blue.
He looks nothing like the character.
I saw him.
in the
That is
comic
racist.
books.
Yeah, I mean, what were they doing?
And also, I
I
like
mean, in
the
the
Power
comic
Rangers,
guys, he's huge.
yeah.
He looks like the Thing or the Hulk or something.
I like Sophie
Guys,
Turner.
like, fuck.
The actor is the
Yeah,
character.
why did they
of
make him bigger?
Game of Thrones? I don't like. I actually
You don't like her character?
Oh,
Like,
Sophie Turner's character on Game of Thrones? I hate her. Her the
Sansa-
acting, you know,
Sansa Stark?
she's fine. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. They do look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what they were going there with Apocalypse. There, I really don't. I
Send
don't
me
know
that
what
picture.
they're-
I'll go ahead
He's
and
not
add it to the
threatening at
video.
all.
Yeah. What
I
was
mean, he looks like a bodybuilder in the comic books. He looks huge, like Venom or something. Like I don't know why they.
I don't know what they were
They
doing
didn't.
on Apocalypse period. It just was like
They
the
were
way it
just-
started out. I thought it
the
was gonna be
same thing
good.
where they're just trying to make a bigger, badder movie. Like
Right.
the whole scene with when they take what's his name, Stryker comes in out of nowhere, takes them to the facility, locks them up,
Oh,
and
Weaponettes.
they escape. Like all of that was pointless. The only reason that scene happened was to show that Wolverine had his claws back.
mm-hmm.
That was the whole point of that whole sequence. Other than that, that didn't need to be there. Like that movie to me was
And that was
horrible.
the worst
horrible.
of the problems. I mean, that was the least of the problems in that movie.
Magneto is set on destroying the world, and then at
Okay.
the last minute,
Yeah.
I feel like it was just like.
I don't know what happened with them. To be honest, I don't know what happened. I mean, the way it started out, I was like, okay, this looks like it's gonna be.
I didn't even like the way it started out.
I mean,
With
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole
I thought it was gonna be
pyramid thing,
interesting,
and the
yeah.
sound, like what's going on? Like what is
yeah,
this?
but
Like,
it
how
piqued
is
my
this
interest. I was
mutants?
like, you know,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, let me see what's going on. And then it's just like, I don't know where that movie went. mean,
And I actually like Days of Future Past a lot. I thought it was actually really like.
yeah, I
I
was
was
saying
saying
that
like
earlier. I
overall,
like
the movie was good.
Overall,
yeah.
I
I
just
can
had
watch
like a
Days of
negative
Future
effect on the previous movies and possibly the movies going forward.
Oh yeah.
That's the only thing. Overall, the movie was
But
good.
I mean, I thought as a movie, like they actually, it was like a step up because I didn't really love First Class that much. Like,
I didn't, bro. Everyone says the same thing. Everyone says
I actually
First
love
Class
First
was
Class.
the
I like
best
First
X movie.
Class, but
I
I'm
did
glad
not
you
like
said
that
that.
movie
It's
at all.
not
No,
the best one.
no, I didn't.
The
I
best
didn't
one is
like
still
First Class.
United, and well, Logan's probably better than.
I think Logan right
Logan
now
is
is
really good.
Logan's the best, but I think
You like Logan?
First Class
Like, he
was
was so
better
good.
than
I like X-Men.
Days of Future Past.
I liked the way it started. I didn't like where it
We're
went.
talking about
Oh, you
X-Men.
didn't like Logan?
You don't like Logan?
Well, I
Oh, you're about to be
like issues. Yeah, I know.
This guy has issues with a lot of them.
You can see yourself out the door.
We invited you with goodwill, but that's too much. I'm sorry. I mean, I like the way it started. I wish it would have, like, I liked how they were, like, it was kind of like, sort of like they were in the desert with, you know,
The Charles?
with Charles and what's that guy's name? The albino guy for Caliban.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Whitey.
yeah, what?
Powder.
Yeah. And
Casper.
yeah. I wish I liked how it kind of had that sort of like kind of a more intimate, kind of a smaller movie feel, and it seemed like I don't know. I really kind of wish it would have sort of stayed in that vein because I don't know. Like
I thought it did though.
I don't know. By the end,
Compared to Apocalypse, compared to
yeah,
all the other movies where they just go out and blow something up.
yeah, that's true. I just felt like towards the end with like all of the the kids and that scene kind of played for me a little bit. I don't know, like all them using their powers, and it kind of was sort of like when they introduced that whole, what is that, injectable stuff that made him more powerful, and it kind of felt gimmicky to me, kind of like out of nowhere, like, oh, we need something to like,
A MacGuffin.
yeah, kind of make him more powerful, also at the same time just gonna kill him so we can kill him off. It felt a little forced, and I don't know, like I thought it started off in a good place. It just kind of like I felt a little cheated by the end. Like it was just a lot of some things just didn't make sense. Like, they all were raised in the same place. Why is the little girl speaking Spanish and the other kids have American accents? It didn't really make sense. Like what was like they were all in the same facility. They were all in the same place, being taught by the same people. Why was she speaking Spanish only? And I don't know, just. Like that
It's
sounds
that
kind of like
influence, bro.
I guess like the genes are just too strong. I don't know. Like so that was one of the things. Like, but
That's
start
actually a
off
good
good.
point, though. That's actually a good point.
I mean, yeah,
I mean, I guess. a
but
little
I
bit
guess I
nitpicky,
overlooked
but-
it because I did enjoy it so much. I guess.
Yeah,
I can overlook those things.
I don't know, just the ending just.
And like, yeah, that's true. And because I also mentioned it last week that they didn't need Wolverine to get the girl up there. If they would have just let Mexico and let the one shot and took him up there,
Yeah.
they argued with me about that. But I feel like in that whole story, they never needed Wolverine. Like I felt like it was forced. Like
Look who was after them, though.
they wanted. He was after all of them, and they all made it up there real fine. But the
Well, I think it was-
were they though? I think they were just after Hope.
Yeah, they really were after her.
because she was.
Well, what was it like? They all kind of split up though when they were leaving. So some people took these ones, and she took this one, and so maybe they just got split up, and they made it, but she wasn't with them, so she didn't know where they went.
But I feel like they were more after her than any of those.
Yeah. Look,
She was.
Every
She
time,
has
every
Wolverine's
time
genes,
that the people that are pursuing or like persecuting them found out it was because they stopped and they were somewhere eating shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, when they got invited to go to that to eat and stay over at that family's house, they didn't have to. They would have kept going. They would have never got caught up to. Before that, when the lady was waiting for Logan to come, she was in the hotel room with all the money.
Yeah.
They got there, but if she would have never stopped there, she would have kept going. All that money she could have paid to anybody. Honestly, you paid me all that money, I'll strap you in the back of my motorcycle and shoot you up there real fast.
But I think that she wanted to actually run into Wolverine because she knew that that was his offspring. I think she knew like.
Plus, I think she knew like they were looking, and she was afraid like they caught up with them. That if they have
And you find out
Wolverine,
that the girl you took is related to Wolverine. Of course, you're gonna go get Wolverine to try to get us up. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it was a mess.
now the question is, do you think they'll use those same characters at the end of Logan to start new
That's where I was going. I think that's going to be new.
You mean the actors or just the characters? 'Cause they're not
Just the character, yeah. I'm sure they'll probably
I don't
10 years later or
Not
whatever.
necessarily.
No, not 10
They
years.
didn't really define the characters that well in the end of
It's
No,
hard.
yeah.
It was.
They were sort of
It's
random.
hard to tell
Yeah,
because
just-
none of
they
them.
all- you only saw them in the movie. They
Besides
only
the
did
little
it.
girl, she was the one who actually had character development.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they could just continue on, and now we get these characters, and their backstory is they were the ones who escaped.
But I think I don't know, because you already have this new generation of mutants, like with Sophie Turner and that cast. So I don't think there'd be much for them to do. Because granted, this is different. I guess this would be a different timeline from where they're at right now.
I would hope so. I mean,
that
then
would be
again, if
hard.
they're doing Dark Phoenix, that means they're not rebooting it because they're using the same.
Yeah, they're gonna produce the same if they're doing Dark Phoenix. So
Yeah, they set up right at the end of Apocalypse that she was like,
Yeah, basically.
yeah. So
I think the Logan movie.
I
I
think
think that's from a separate timeline.
yeah, I think the
So-
Logan continuity
Dark
is like a
Phoenix.
one-off. I don't really think they can because I mean Charlie Xavier was like 90,
Yeah.
and in Apocalypse he's still young, So it's like
Well, I mean, that's throughout the whole. From
So I
first
guess-
class to
I guess we could
like
say
none of that
there are
timeline
two
makes sense.
timelines. I guess there's one timeline now, with Logan being the end of that timeline. I guess we could say, right?
I mean, I would like to say that, but like I said, Dark Phoenix should continue from Apocalypse.
yeah,
technically.
yeah, it seems like it would.
they will. I mean,
I can't think of it from that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
that
not-
timeline
I
I
don't
think
think
it
they're
does. But speaking
I think
of
they're
the
too
Logan
scared to take a
timeline,
risk.
I think that's
Maybe not
Oh,
now
yeah,
because of
yeah.
Logan but I think they're scared to take a risk and veer off. You know what I mean? But they shouldn't be. Deadpool proved that you could do that, and
But Deadpool writes itself.
But Deadpool opened the doors for a lot of
Yeah,
options
Ryan Reynolds
where
just added the movie.
Yeah.
Fox
Yeah.
and their
yeah,
movies going
I
forward.
think he was made for that part.
Well, like we were talking, like New Mutants is where Cable was introduced. So if let's say they introduce them into New Mutants.
Do you think the rating of the movie is going to affect how the movie is, like PG-13 or R rated?
Yeah,
Definitely.
we definitely discussed that. I mean, I think
So you think?
I think the word the R rating
Already.
gives them more freedom. I always say that.
But I also
But
hope
you
they
can show
don't,
boobs.
they don't just make an
Overdo it.
R-rated movie,
Yeah,
just
just-
make an R-rated movie. either.
Well, yeah, of course, that doesn't make it good. The writing has to be good, but
But I'm saying there has to be a reason
Yeah.
for it to be
Right.
R rated, you know?
Like
Yeah.
Deadpool, Logan should have been R-rated from the get-go.
yeah.
Or Wolverine.
Give
Yeah,
him
Wolverine.
major
Yeah, I would have been.
Wolverine's a killer.
Give him
He's
major
a weapon.
animation.
Deadpool, you cannot do R-rated.
Yeah.
But Dark Phoenix, I don't think necessarily has to.
Definitely
I
that
hope.
would be.
Yeah.
That's what. Hopefully, they don't just start making R-rated movies
Yeah.
just because this is the new trend.
Yeah.
I don't think Dark Phoenix seems like a PG-13 movie with
It does.
with a high amount of edge to it, not like R-rated edge, but like
Yeah,
a
but
decent amount
like
of edge to it,
like there'll be some horrible things.
Give me some
he
blood.
does.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody's head snapping off.
Not
Somebody.
PG-13, but it's still like
Yeah, I mean,
PG-13
it's
still gives
a
you
Dark
like-
Phoenix, not the
Like,
Gray Phoenix. Or
Yeah, but the
something.
thing she does is not really gory like that. She'll just like vaporize like 100 people and they're all just like vanish, turn
And
to
given
dust
it's a
or
young
something,
cast
you know?
too, I think they will keep it at PG-13 for the time.
Yeah, I don't think they have to. I mean, like she can blow up a planet, but it's not like
yeah, you don't have to make
like
it.
I mean
Right.
they do the same thing in Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not like the planet disappears. You don't see the people burning their skin like melting off.
Unfortunately.
You know? Yeah, it's like
So I guess for certain
can
characters,
always
certain
do it.
factions of the MCU, they can use R-rated movies. So.
Yeah, we finally seen Vader do some work.
oh, in Rogue
I
One.
thought that was great at the end.
That was great. It's just kind of weird now when you watch it. If you watch it in order,
Yeah.
and you see that Darth Vader, and then into New Hope, we're watching today, when he's like,
him and Obi-Wan, their fight was like.
Oh,
It looked like it was a slow
but I
motion.
mean,
I still got beef with
it
that
is
scene
what it
though.
is. I know you.
Yeah, they're trying to play it up. I mean, it was a great way to end the movie. Like, it was such a thrill, like to see him. Like, that was like the best part of the movie.
It was
in my
the best
opinion.
part of the movie.
Like, you're like, oh man, I'm glad I stayed at the end just to
Yeah.
watch that part. Like,
They should reboot
Vader.
the first three Star Wars.
remake them? No, they'll
Nah,
not
it's
do
too
that.
late.
That's
I know it's too late.
that's sacrilege.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Plus, if they did it,
Why
if
did I?
they did
They
it,
just make new movies.
yeah.
They're still making money off them.
They're
Yeah.
never
And
gonna
plus,
stop.
man,
Besides, those movies are perfect.
yeah, you don't need to do anything with that.
Yeah.
They couldn't do anything but mess them up.
Exactly.
And believe me, they would. They could have did. Like the prequels.
a lot of
Don't let Michael Bay get a hold of none of them.
Yeah.
There was more than one planet getting exploded, I'll tell you what.
Whole movie's gonna be explosion.
Galaxy.
Biotechnical. That guy just likes to blow stuff up.
Yeah,
I mean, he's good at it. I mean, he's good at it.
yeah, but damn.
Yeah, he's probably gonna make 5 more Transformers movies, so he probably won't be available.
What do y'all think about Mark Wahlberg in Transformers?
I like Shia LaBeouf better. I wish
Yeah,
they
me
would have
too.
kept Shia
That's
LaBeouf.
that's why I was
Wahlberg is like,
Yeah, I like Shia LaBeouf better as well.
yeah, I
Seems
don't
like
know
he was
why
like-
they put Mark Wahlberg in there. They could have found somebody better. I think.
Way better. And then he keeps instating the fact that he's an inventor and he looks like a lot of things, but not an inventor. I'm an
That's
inventor.
right. I
I
forgot about that. That's right. He was an inventor. Yeah, he doesn't seem like an inventor at all. Does he? Doesn't come off that way.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Kinda.
He should have been like a farmer. I'm a farmer. I have to farm. You know.
That would be believable. Yeah.
I don't feel like that role fits
A
Mark
trucker.
Wahlberg.
I don't think it. I think
At best, he looks like a mechanic.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't think you
I
need
thought-
like. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I just think you need like an action star type in that role. You know what I mean? Like I think Shia LaBeouf worked specifically because he was like, you know, a skinny kid who was funny.
The
and it was like-
Transformers are the action stars.
Exactly. Like you don't need somebody tough because the Transformers are the
they're the
tough
one
part.
basically doing
Yeah,
this
and they're gonna, you know, like they're gonna be helping you. Like you're the one who's like, you know, whatever. Maybe you know.
There was we're trying to say there was a balance between vulnerability
Yeah.
and brute strength. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Not to be
Yeah, that's like-
vulnerability.
Yeah.
What's next? They're gonna put the Rock in there.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Rock's and everything.
Come on, roll out. Oh, that's my line. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I really wouldn't be shocked, like if they did that in Jason Statham too.
You see Jason Statham's outing from Transporter just.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to see that.
I mean, I think I'd rather see Jason Statham in that movie than Mark Wahlberg because I feel like Jason Statham actually does have comic timing. He actually is
does.
funny.
Yeah, he
you
is
know what I mean?
funny.
Like you
He
see
has
him in like those, Guy Ritchie movies like Snatch and the movies. I mean, he actually is really kind of like
That's funny in the movie Spy. I don't know if you've seen Spy.
I never saw that, but he's funny. He's a
Yeah.
funny guy. Like I feel like he could have fit that part because it was like even though he's tough guy, he could have played it like well, I'm this tough guy, but like these robots. Like,
But he's also
really,
he
I
doesn't
can't
have
do
that
anything.
physique of being like an overly tough guy. Like he's just like
I think
Yeah,
they just
rugged.
I just think they just used the wrong age group for Mark Wahlberg's role. They could just stick with a younger person.
Yeah.
You could be.
God, I think everyone was just used to it, and it just made more sense.
Yeah.
I just thought Shia. I didn't know. I don't think there was a reason for them to get rid of Shia LaBeouf.
I don't think he wanted to do him anymore. That's why.
Shia LaBeouf didn't.
Yeah.
I think that was on him. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
That
like,
was on him.
I think he's like, I'm done after 3. I don't want to do any more movies.
I don't know, but then he he went on some type of psychological rage or something.
as one does.
He's on some weird stuff right now.
Yeah. So he was like, I'm not ready, but I mean, yeah, Mark Wahlberg. I think the only reason that Mark Wahlberg was in it is because
He probably walked into the big audition and he was the only one there because nobody wants to be in a Transformer movie.
I'm sure there's a bunch of people want to be in Transformers. I mean, those movies are really
I think
successful.
Transformers should have ended at a trilogy. I think
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I think Extinction was horrible.
I
Yeah.
have yet to watch it.
That movie's like 3 hours long.
Oh my
it's
God,
like
Extinction.
interminable. That movie.
Do it
is
like
I watched
interminable.
It's
pieces of it,
unwatchable. That movie
and
is
the
really
pieces of it
unwatchable.
I've watched are like too long.
It goes on for so long. You're like, why is this
Like,
happening? Like,
the thing with Extinction, when you first see the trailer, you see the dinosaurs. You do not see those dinosaurs until like the very end
yeah,
of the movie.
they only leave the movie for like
That's
10
like
minutes.
15 minutes like you're waiting for a dinosaur. Nothing then.
It's just crazy. I mean,
And then you know what? They
Time
did
is
the
so
same thing they did in part 2. They started looking at pictures and shit like that. Oh, this is a old Transformer. That's an old Transformer. They'll be here from the beginning of time. They could have just done that, in part 2. Because they're like, oh, we've been here for a long time, and they start going back, and then they go to the Smithsonian, and they find all the old Transformers.
Yeah, which
and all
didn't
that.
make any sense at all because
How?
how come you go through the Smithsonian and then you go out the back and it's like a desert? Isn't it Washington D.C.? Like what the fuck? It's like
Bro, like that.
Doesn't make any-
It was all over. It was all over the place.
It looked like they're in the middle of Nevada. Like what happened? Like a pork.
yeah, it's the right.
But isn't that what they're doing with the new one too? Like it seems like they're like going into the past with like the Nazis and all
Who the
the.
hell really knows at this point?
I just used to know Nazi, but
I don't know.
There's Nazis in it. Now?
Like,
I don't know
Like
how.
Hitler?
I know they're
I
in
don't
the
think
trailer. I don't know how it figures in, but
the
like
only thing I
they're
know
in the
about
past, I
this
don't know.
next
So now
Transformers
Hitler's
movie-
a Transformer now.
Yeah, probably.
Well, he's disappeared for a while, so.
Jesus.
You don't know what happened.
Oh,
So I got pulled up here. Let's see. The full comic book superhero movie release schedule.
So
So right off the bat, 2017.
Is this including DC and Marvel and everything?
We'll find out right now.
Yeah,
I think it does. I think it includes.
It is.
everything.
It includes DC.
So May 5th, Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously coming up soon. June 2nd, Wonder Woman.
Is that this year?
Seems to be,
How they gonna come out with Wonder Woman right now?
It's
I mean, they
DC. They don't make sense. It's
Well,
like
the
speaking
last-
Mark
when did Batman
Wahlberg
vs.
somewhere.
Superman come
Makes
out?
no sense.
Man,
That never came out 2015.
Yeah, so I mean, they're due for one.
yeah.
Yeah, they're due for one.
dude.
I mean, they haven't had one ever since that, right?
My only thing is
Well,
like the timing. Not timing, but more
Listen,
like the
I'd rather
order
them
in
take
which
more.
they
I'd rather
release
them
these
take
movies.
more time, man, because this is.
I think the order in which they
Yeah.
release these movies is just a little off-putting.
I'm not
Well,
really that
that's the
excited about
When is it
Wonder
just?
Woman, but
Yeah,
Nobody is.
And that's the reason why they're releasing it first, because everyone seems to have the same idea that Wonder Woman was probably the best part of BVS, which,
maybe.
but
Yeah.
she had the best theme song, I would say. She had the best theme song, I
She
think.
definitely had the better action though.
But
But she
yeah,
had more. She had a lot of
yeah.
fight there.
But that's,
with Doomsday that they had Batman vs Superman, right?
but I mean, that's probably why they're putting her out first, because they're like, oh, they like her, let's get her out there. So,
these guys.
but
Yeah,
what
they,
did-
you know. Yeah, I think that's.
But yeah, like I said, I think Batman vs Superman should have been like something later down the line, like give him a reason.
July
That's
7th,
Zack Snyder.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
When is that? June?
July
Oh,
7th.
July 7th.
August 25th, Death Note. That's on it for some reason.
Death Note is an anime series coming out.
On Netflix, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I'm a big fan of, by the way. But for
You are a
another
big fan.
topic,
We'll talk about that another time.
yeah, for another time.
September 1st, The Inhumans. That's all 2017.
And
Uh,
you know
I-
something interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
That's coming out this year?
Well,
So I read earlier today that in Humans, the first 2 episodes are going to debut in theaters, while the remaining episodes are going to be put on television. And it's only an 8-part series event.
Is that the same one that comes on?
It's a
Marvel,
show?
Agent of the Shield.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
That's another thing with Marvel. I feel like Marvel with their on their smaller screen, they separate it in like different like channels or networks or whatever. Because you got Netflix, with of course Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Jessica, whatever.
It's smart.
Then you have the Shield, Agents of Shield. I think it's on ABC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna have Inhumans gonna be on.
which Inhumans is
I think
says
it's
here
on
ABC.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no.
Because the Inhumans was coming on. I mean, Agents of Shield was on ABC.
They got
And
Cloak
then
and
the
Dagger
Inhumans
as
were
well.
on
And
there.
then
Yeah,
Cloak and
yeah.
Dagger is gonna be on this on a different network.
Yeah, what network is that one coming
Freeform. It's a new channel.
Oh,
It was formerly, I think it was formerly ABC, right?
Freeform?
Yeah, Freeform. I think it was
Let's go
formerly.
Google
I
it.
thought it was Netflix. When I saw the trailer.
But yeah, the first 2 episodes
In the
will be
theaters?
released in
IMAX.
debut in IMAX theaters, and then the remaining episodes to air ABC.
But like on one particular day or something, or are they going to be like
That's-
back to back,
That's
like
I have
1
no.
2
I,
hour?
mean, I don't know. That's just
That's
anything that's
bizarre.
ever been done.
I thought
before.
Agents of Shield was good. I
Right,
like
yeah,
that.
I stopped after 4 episodes.
I
Yeah,
never-
like-
I
You
never
know,
noticed
the
that.
thing about that show though is that actually gets a lot better.
Mhm.
Like if you watch like the first half of the first season, it's kind of like you kind of have to be like, oh, okay, this is kind of weird. But when it gets going, it really, really gets going.
I
In
like
my
it.
defense, I only stopped because I was trying to catch up with other shows too, so I had to drop Agents of Shield.
I like Agents of Shield.
If you keep watching though, it definitely you get rewarded because it definitely picks up in the
I think
storytelling.
Agents
Gets
of
a
Shield
little
is
better.
like they would have to keep up with the movies, right?
They do in
Yeah,
a way
and,
because
yeah.
they
Yeah,
do
because-
reference like Avengers.
Yeah,
events
I
and
remember
Captain
after
America.
Winter Soldier, there was like this debate, like where does if Shield is gone, where does Agents of Shield?
No, they do. It does play in the show because
Yeah.
in the show, Shield's gone too. So like,
okay.
yeah. So it's sort of like they kind of had like shows, and they were kind of like a run up before the show, the movie came out, and then you watch the movie, and then like after the movie,
So
the
that
show
episode,
is
so that
the story
episode after
followed.
the movie came out, that continues from there. Like
Yeah.
it references the whole
Okay.
fall of Shield of all that
What
stuff.
happened
Hydra
to
and
what happened to Coulson?
Mhm.
Alright.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, in that way, it does kind of follow the
It's gonna be
continuity.
kind of hard. Like
Yeah, I heard it was hard. Like the writing of it, like there was a lot of like difficulty between like the movie writing teams and like the TV branches, and they are kind of like, well, you have to keep us in the loop.
Sounds
And,
like
well, we don't want to have to listen to you guys or
I will
whatever
say
you
though,
want, so.
Agents of Shield, if they're doing that, they're doing a better job than DC. That can't get it.
Well, they're always doing a better job than DC. I mean,
No, but for them to be doing that, and DC can't even get their own timeline right.
Yeah.
order movies coming out.
Well, DC is just doing their own universe on TV, right?
Oh yeah,
It's not even.
Oh yeah, I don't think they're connected. You mean like Gotham,
Well, their
Flash, and all
their
that stuff?
DC shows actually I think there's like a lot.
I heard
a
the
lot better than-
DC shows are pretty decent actually.
Yeah, they're killing it. Like they're taking it on the small screen while Marvel's taking it on the big screen. Like that's how I see it. Also,
Although
I like
Marvel is at Netflix, which is
Yeah.
pretty popular. So.
Yeah.
that's another thing, but you gotta get a subscription or whatever. So
Yeah, that's true.
wow, this is like free from television. But yeah, they got their own little universe going on. What also helps too is that they're all on the same network and they all come on back to back to back. So, hey, I guess you can get tired of like all those superhero things. You get exhausted from it. But
Superhero fatigue.
there you go. With everything going on, I guess you gotta pick and choose what you want to watch.
September 22nd, Kingsman, The Golden Circle.
That's it.
God, why?
That's a
So
comic.
this guy, it was
Which
coming.
I didn't know. It was
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, Kingsman was actually a comic? I didn't know that.
I didn't even know.
What did you think of the first one? Or did you watch it?
I did. I liked it. I mean, I didn't love it, but I liked it. It was entertaining. Like
That's
you
what
know,
I said.
like,
I'm
That's
surprised I
all it
liked
was.
it was good.
This guy, the Puerto Rican Badger over here, seems to think otherwise.
I didn't like that movie. I mean,
I felt like it was a sleeper movie. Like,
Yeah, it definitely was.
When you see the trailer, you don't expect it to be as good as it was. It's good enough to actually get
it was okay to watch one
it.
time.
But but when you want years to watch the entire movie, it's like,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was like amazing, but it was good. It was entertaining. Like, I mean, I'll watch the second one. The trailer made me want to see it.
I mean, honestly, I kind of compared it to Avatar, where it's like, you see the movie, you see the trailer, it's like, okay, it's gonna be like another movie, but then it actually became as big as it was. Given it was controversial ending. But there are other movies like that. For example, like Conjuring. Conjuring was a sleeper movie until you watch it. It became the highest grossing R-rated horror film. I think to this day it still stands as that record. But there are other movies like
What's it called?
The Conjuring.
Oh yeah, The Conjuring. Yeah, I watched it. The Conjuring was actually pretty good.
Yeah, see, there you go. Like it's one of those sleeper movies
Yeah.
where it's like
I didn't know it was the highest grossing.
Right, where it
But it's like
surprises
fantastic,
people like each other. I don't know.
Same thing with The Matrix when it came out in theaters.
Yeah, nobody knew.
Nobody knew what it was. No one went to see it.
and here we
But
are.
people started watching on DVD and then word of mouth, and all of a sudden it was like,
No, people saw it in the theater.
I also think it's kind of like
it was a hit.
I think
I thought it was.
But when
The
it
Matrix?
first, but I mean, people didn't know before it came out. They were just kind of like, like nobody was like, "What is this? The trailer looks weird."
but I believe it sold more on DVD than it ever did. It made
Yeah,
more money
probably.
on DVD sales
Probably.
than it ever did in the theaters.
But it still did pretty good. I think.
I guess you could also throw.
And it was also low budget, really. When you,
Was it?
yeah.
I guess you could throw in John Wick in there in that category. Because
Yes,
that's
'cause
another movie. That was
I put that
fantastic
movie off and then I saw it. I'm like, oh man, why didn't I watch this?
I think
You thought it was good?
it was
John Wick?
John Wick was actually a really good movie. To my
I thought it was
surprise.
good for what it is.
It was okay. It was okay. Like I wanted to like it, and I thought it
did
could
too.
have been. I don't know. I just didn't.
I guess since I went into it like not expecting much,
Right.
I guess-
and I saw it, I was like, oh, this is a good movie.
I
It's
think
not-
most of that is due in part to Keanu Reeves being into it. Like, I guess he had kind of like a bad track record. His only good thing he was known for was Matrix.
Yeah.
Everything else was like,
No, he was good in Devil's Advocate too.
Oh, he's known for a lot. of things.
Yeah, he's
Point Break.
Yeah, Point Break was amazing.
Yeah, that's a
The
classic.
The original
Oh,
Point
Speed.
Break.
Yeah, not the new one. I haven't seen the new one. But the old one is,
But yeah, I think part of that was like, I guess your reputation follows you to whatever movie you're in. So
Keanu Reeves, man, he sounds the same in every
He
movie.
does.
He sounds like Bill and Ted from Bill and Ted's Excellent. Even on
But
The Matrix.
I don't think he's a bad actor though.
He's not a bad actor.
But it worked in the Matrix because
Because he's playing himself.
right.
Yeah.
He worked in The Matrix because he's
Well,
playing
And
himself.
John Wick is pretty much
He's
almost
playing
the
a
same
badass.
character.
I mean, he's trying to play badass.
I mean,
He's
I don't
more
know.
like-
I like Keanu Reeves. I don't know, but John Wick was. I think the writing could have been better. The story. Was,
Yeah, the story could have been
It could have been.
Let's say, like, to me, that's what I took out of it. Like, when I watched it, it wasn't just a movie. It wasn't a movie to watch for like the story or anything. It was just
Did
Yeah,
you see
it
the
was
second
cool
one? Did you
movie.
see the second
Right.
one?
no.
I haven't seen it. Yet.
Oh, I saw that.
That was
What'd you think about
recently
it?
though, right?
I
Does
think
it
I like
look
the second
better
one was
than
better
the
than the first one.
Wow.
Actually.
It came out recently though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
just
still
it
seeing the
came out
commercials.
something like that. Yeah, but I liked it. I mean,
A lot of people like John Wick. I'm like,
I was on
surprised.
Wick.
I was
John
like,
Wick
it's not that good.
huh?
I mean, I watch it.
They have this spoof on YouTube. It's called John Wick's Dog. It's kind of the
Oh.
same thing they have in John Wick. Just they shoot
Reverse.
John Wick,
Oh,
and the dog goes and takes revenge.
Yeah, that dude, he's like, you just killed his dog. And,
You just killed John Wick's dog owner.
I felt like I don't know. They could have played up his sort of like abilities. I mean, I know he kills everybody, but like it could have been more
He could have killed
extreme.
everybody.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it could have been a lot more like Jason Bourne or something, like where it's like,
I guess
you know,
the action kind of just made the movie itself, you know.
Yeah, I mean, look,
Yeah.
the movie. Let me just say this: like, it came on. It came on the other night. It comes on TV all the time. I watch it. You know what I mean? So I can remember vividly because one of the guys played in on Game of Thrones. I think it was, and he was in it. And I watched it the other night. I can still watch it, but I'm just like, it's getting a lot of hype. I'm like, it's not.
I guess it's like some movies, you know, some movies you watch for storylines, some
Yeah,
movies you
some-
watch
Yeah,
for
I-
entertainment.
100%.
You know,
They
like,
gotta stop that shit.
take the Fast franchise. For
They need
example.
to
Most
stop
people
that
watch
shit.
for the action, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's just some movies can be good. Music can be good. A lot of without being
Over top.
without being deep. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's just
like
it's
just sort of,
entertainment.
Yeah,
like
some
just
people
like
just wanna get out of it, you
popcorn
know, just-
entertainment.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just,
Yeah. So I don't
But I
know.
think you can do both. I mean, like
That's-
like talking about Canary Speed, I think is a movie that's sort of like a popcorn movie in the sense that it's not deep, but the storytelling is really clever. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
you would think like,
Speed
it's a
is
movie
good.
about a bus that can't slow down. There's a bunch of people that are gonna blow up.
what was the name of that movie? With the speedy bus?
Yeah.
Like, it slowed down the speed?
I think it's called Fast.
Yeah.
But that movie I thought was like really,
cleverly
really
written.
clever. The
Yeah.
story was well done, and like the dialogue was good, and everything about it, the direction just works so well. And it's not like a deep movie, but it's really entertaining, and it's really holds your attention, and it's like a ride. You know, like that movie, like they put it together so well that it just like propels you forward. And by the end of the movie, you're just like, wow, like.
It was a good movie.
I like that.
I can't believe that.
I
was
like
a
that
good movie.
Yeah, and
ET
it's
scene
not
they
like a
had
high-
when
I
they
mean,
jump the bus and the woods in the background.
I think Speed should just
Everyone to the back of the bus.
Everybody to the back. It's like ET when ET flies.
Oh, and it jumps. Bus jump, yeah.
That's funny to me.
I think Speed was one of those movies where it could have just stayed out as a one-off. 'Cause I think they had a sequel to it, right?
Oh, the
Yeah.
sequel was terrible.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
walked out of the.
It's called
I didn't even
Knots.
finish watching it.
Nautical.
Yeah, on the ocean. Like,
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, but like, I
But the
think,
ship, there's
Like, movies
nothing
like-
out there. Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like all you have to do is just make the boat go in circles, and you're good.
Right.
Yeah, can somebody come and start getting these people out here? You know, let's just start getting people out. You know what I'm saying? Just make the boat go in circles.
Yeah, didn't really make any sense.
Yeah, that was
like, movies
no
like that
sense.
should stay as a one-off.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
like
right.
they didn't need a sequel. I mean, they could have if they had like actually come up with a clever idea for a sequel that was like, you know, really
In an airplane,
Yeah, or I don't know, or another bus, or like I don't know, like
a train.
They
or
do it because when they make a lot of money off of
Yeah.
something, they want to try to.
But see,
make a
like
lot
that's
of
the
money.
thing I hate. Like, there's some movies that just stay one.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
everything should have a
It's
sequel.
not-
they
or a
can't-
sequel, right?
It's the
They can't help
studios that push
themselves.
now they
The
can't,
studios see
especially
the money
now,
and they want to make more money.
which is why they're gonna recast Wolverine as soon as they
You can't get greedy.
Yeah.
Like
Some
I wish
just-
Wolverine like
Does anybody have any good ideas who should play Wolverine?
yeah some
Me?
unknown character, unknown actor.
So you just
It has to be
I
unknown
agree.
actor.
So you don't think that
Has to be
Hugh
unknown.
Jackman was unknown when
I
he
agree.
when he
Unknown
became
characters, I believe, like they one of the unknown actors that are like.
He was actually doing like romantic movies, wasn't he?
Wolverine. Who? Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
I mean, he was doing movies. I mean, he just
No,
wasn't
it was
like.
in
That was
theater.
the first movie I ever saw him in.
I would
Yeah,
say.
What movie did come out before X-Men? What
I would
movie?
say unknown
I don't
actors.
know, but I'm sure he was in the movie.
You know, he was in
You don't
that
play
movie.
theater.
He was in the
He
movie
was in the
because
theater.
what's the name suggested him? Russell Crowe suggested that he played Wolverine.
That's because they're both Australian.
I
think
know.
they knew each other from Australia.
They did know.
Everyone in Australia knows each other.
Yeah.
They don't know that.
You only can get that here, guys.
They were childhood friends or something.
November 3rd, Thor Ragnarok.
Highly
so
This
anticipated.
movie
Yeah,
looks
I
really
want
good.
to. I want to see
Highly
that.
anticipated.
I
Heard a
would-
lot of buzz about this movie.
I just want to see what the Hulk. I really want to see what the Hulk does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see the
I
whole
want
Planet
to do
Hulk
Hulk,
aspect.
but I hate. What's his face? What's the guy who plays Hulk? Bruce Banner?
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. I hate him.
I used to hate him at first.
He played
At
Hulk.
first-
I thought he played him good in Avengers, though.
I thought they cast him really well because he legit looks like Hulk. He's
When
got
I
the
first-
block face and everything.
Yeah.
They make Hulk look like he does kind of have that face.
Yeah, like block
But
face.
he looks like the I don't know.
But let's be
No,
honest.
at first I felt like that when they first showed him in the first Avenger, and I'm like, that's Hulk, like that guy, like why him? Out of all the people, why him? And but then when he started acting, he got me. I was like, oh Lord, like
But at the same time, how often do you see him as Bruce Banner? You most likely see him as the Hulk
Yeah.
for like a good
Yeah.
portion of the movie. So
And all the
He's there to
movies,
save
he's probably in there like what?
I don't like him as
Not
Bruce
even
Banner
30
either,
minutes?
so.
yeah,
like Age of Ultron, I always see the Hulk most of the time.
yeah.
You know, you barely see what's his name, Mark Ruffalo.
Edward Norton.
Yeah, I thought Edward Norton played a very.
He was a really good Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Like,
He just
I
did.
got him as Bruce Banner.
I just feel like
I thought Ed Norton did a good job. That was one. I was like, I don't know what happened with that movie. Like,
Because he got in an
should've
argument
been-
with Marvel or whoever.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because he wanted to change the movie. He probably would have made it better. They wanted to make it longer. Like, he wanted to add like another 20 minutes, and they were like, no.
I guess if you put Edward Norton's character, or not his character,
But
but
I
his
feel like-
acting into Mark Ruffalo, that'd be
To
perfect.
me, Edward
Yeah,
Norton
Edward
didn't
Norton-
seem as wimpy. He doesn't like when you look at him. He don't really seem smart.
Who?
Edward Norton.
Yes, he does.
In my opinion, he doesn't seem like he's like a doctor type, and he doesn't seem.
Mark Ruffalo seems like he's retarded.
But that's the point.
Come on, he seems like he's stoned all the time. Really. Like,
He has to be.
doesn't
I
seem that smart.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm not nothing against Mark Ruffalo. Like, some movies, I think he's acting, he's okay and he does it, but like, there's something about him that just sort of seems like, you know, maybe it's just me not liking him, so that's why I don't like him. Plus, I think when he looks like the Hulk, when he turns the Hulk, his face, the Hulk looks stupid. He doesn't look like, he doesn't look
The Hulk is
cool.
stupid, though.
No, I'm
Hulk
not
is
saying,
pretty stupid.
no, I don't mean like unintelligent. I mean, he looks like, he doesn't look cool. He looks like
He doesn't look
like
menacing.
goofy. Like the face that he has, like Mark Ruffalo's face on the Hulk looks stupid. Like it looks goofy. Like
And every time they show him, they make it more and more of his face.
yeah, like when he was in. Okay, I'm not trying to compare the Incredible Hulk, the one with Edward Norton. Like I don't think that was a great movie, but like the Hulk in that, and I think they probably didn't spend as much money on the CGI in that movie to make the Hulk, but like that Hulk to me seemed like heroic. You know what I mean? Like even though he was like, you know, even though the character is supposed to be sort of like, I don't know what you call it, anti-hero or whatever, because he kills whatever. But he kind of had that quality where you were sort of like, where he seemed like, you know, like you took him seriously. When I see Hulk in Avengers, I don't take him seriously like as like a character that like has like issues, like, you know, like, and maybe that's what they were going for, you know, but like to me, like Hulk is always such a conflicted character because Bruce Banner so doesn't want to be the Hulk anymore, you know, and he so wants to get rid of it, and it's an issue, this thing is always on him, you know, and I guess the Avengers, I guess it was supposed to be more lighthearted, but
I like
Mark Ruffalo just makes it even worse because he looks like a doofus, so.
I like Mark Ruffalo's rendition of the Hulk because he looks more Neanderthalish. To me,
He does look one.
He does.
to me, the Hulk is like a Neanderthal. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
just
that's
don't
what,
Mark
look,
Ruffalo's face.
when you know you got 3 different renditions, and then first and foremost, that first one doesn't work. And then you got the Edward Norton one. He just looks like the douchebag that just always grunts when he's lifting weights in the gym, and then after he's done lifting weight, he drops the, you know what I'm saying, like the clunker. That's what he looks like to me. And then you know the Hulk, the new Mark Ruffalo Hulk, he looks like a Neanderthal. Like he looks like he really like dumbed down by like 1,000,000 and got strong by like 1,000,000.
That's
you know
part
what
of
I'm
the reason
saying?
why he got the role as Hulk, because if you look at the character, you know, I guess he could play decently
I don't like
at the very best. Then, you know, I guess.
You know how many smart dumb people I know?
But the Ed Norton Hulk wasn't that bad. Like to me, I kind of.
There were a lot of good things about the Ed Norton, that movie.
It wasn't a great
Like,
movie.
it wasn't a great movie, but
it
It wasn't bad either.
No, it
Like the
wasn't bad.
beginning part in Brazil was
Nothing better than
brilliant. I
that.
thought
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
one of
really
the best comic book from any of comic movies. Like that sequence when they were trying to get in, and he was running away from them, and
Yeah.
he turned to the Hulk in the factory, and it was like he was hidden in the shadows, and it was like they were looking for him. All of a sudden, he turned into this,
Yeah.
and it was like the whole situation completely changed. And the dynamic from the soldiers who were like, "We're looking for this little guy,"
Yeah.
and all of a sudden there's this
Guys,
like this
swole
human
ass.
tank who's like throwing equipment that weighs like 20 tons at us, and it was just like, and it was played in such a way that it was like you believe these guys are just like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what did I just see? Like, and it was like that kind of like believability, sort of like that reality, you know, like of like superpowers in real life. Like if the Hulk really turned the Hulk, like in that situation, you believe that's how people would react. Like we're looking for a normal guy.
Yeah.
What did we just
Yeah,
run
what did we
into?
just-
Like what happened? You know, like they were totally like, he's like, what did I just see? You know, like he couldn't believe his eyes. And I thought that was such a great sequence. You know what I mean? And I didn't think the movie lived up to that part of it. Like the rest wasn't as good as that, but like that was just really, really well done. And I don't know, like.
I don't think they've also they haven't really gone into the Hulk
That
in
much
the
at all.
MCU.
Even in
he's just the guy they use when
Yeah.
shit goes
They're
bad.
not going to because
No,
I
like-
think they've already gone too far past
far past
to
it,
like
yeah.
actually.
But where do you go from there with the Hulk?
That's what
But
Well, I mean,
that's not
like-
Hulk.
That's why they use him in small doses because he's so brooding and like you can't stop him.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's
what are you
lack
gonna,
of
what are you gonna do
personality
about
to
the
it.
Hulk? I mean, remember what storyline can you actually do for Hulk?
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. Like with Mark Ruffalo, he doesn't really offer a lot to me as an actor to take the part like anywhere else. Like I don't know. Like he works in a limited way that they need him to work in. Like,
But I do think he'll work out in Thor in the way they're gonna play it.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah,
play
well,
this out.
But you know what? I feel like maybe if I haven't heard that he's gonna be as Bruce Banner form there. I heard that he was only gonna be as
Most
Hulk.
likely, yeah.
But if they were to use him
You don't think
in a
that
Bruce
you don't think
Banner
they use him as Bruce Banner?
in a Bruce Banner way, I feel like that his demeanor would change because now he's being praised as a god basically in this place. So he can actually walk with a little pep in his step and have a different like what the fuck you want attitude. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I mean he's probably not going to because he's Banner.
Well, not only that, I think also they'll probably push more in the Hulk becoming more Bruce Banner-like.
Like more intelligent.
Yeah, like more intelligent, actually being able to make sentences because of the fact that he has to stay as Hulk longer. And I think the longer he stays as Hulk, the more he becomes more like, or more Bruce pushes through.
Is
the
that
Hulk.
based on some storyline from the comic book? Because I mean,
Yeah, Planet
Yeah.
Hulk.
I don't know.
yeah, I never saw that. Like, so
Really good.
Me, I never read into Planet Hulk, but I did see the animated film, and it was amazing. Great, you should watch it. It was really, really good. And they said it was pretty close to what happens in the actual comic.
so they explain why he like stays Hulk as opposed to like transforming or like
Yeah, no, he actually
does he he
goes back and forward, but then it just comes to a stage where he's just Hulk. He just stays there,
Oh.
and Banner starts to shut. He actually starts putting words together and
that's
stuff like
Banner's
that.
intellect starts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just wonder if, like, with the inclusion of Hulk and Thor Ragnarok, is it going to overshadow the actual the Thor plot? It is a Thor movie.
You know what? It's funny
I
you
don't
say
mind
that.
it.
I was thinking the same thing because they're doing like two different storylines. They're doing the Ragnarok storyline. The Ragnarok is when I forgot the name of this villain that just comes and kills everybody in
Destroys Asgard.
yeah, he destroys Asgard. Everybody in Asgard dies. Absolutely everybody dies in Asgard. And then on top of that, they're doing Planet Hulk, which is a completely other different story. And by what they're rumoring, they're setting up to make Hela the embodiment of death for Thanos to do his
for
thing.
the Infinity War.
So they're doing like we know so far. There's like three different things this movie's setting up. God knows what else they're going to do with it. And I think that's how they're also going to introduce the Guardians of the Galaxy. I really wouldn't be surprised if in the end credit or midway credit for them to show Star Lord or the
Because
guys.
it was also confirmed that Doctor Strange is supposed to be in Thor Ragnarok, so we don't know where he's going to be.
yeah, that's another thing
too. Really?
Post-credits.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I guess he'll probably.
I don't think he'll be in there much. Probably just the beginning, because I mean, in that end credit scene, what is it? He talks to Thor, asking him, to find his father and Loki.
Yeah.
I think it's just
And
He wants to find Loki to he wants to get rid of Loki or put a stop to his shenanigans, and then I think they're gonna look for the Odin Force.
so I mean, maybe they just. I don't know. I don't see Doctor Strange playing that big of a part in it.
That's what I'm saying. I think he'll have a very
Like
small
maybe
part.
like the beginning and that's it.
Or maybe he'll just get mentioned. No, actually he'll just he's gonna be in it. So we'll see.
We'll see. I mean, the trailer looks awesome. I mean, they got me right off with Led Zeppelin.
You know, but that's what I'm saying too about the Marvel. Marvel just knows how to.
They know how to put
They
it
know how to
together.
put it all
And that's the thing.
together.
Like,
And
I like
like-
that they don't necessarily stick 100% to the comics. Well, they'll change things to make it work for them,
Yeah.
but make it work in a better
In a
way,
good-
where it's
yeah.
not like, this didn't happen in the comics. You're like, oh well, that doesn't matter because this
Yeah,
this
because
is better.
it works.
It's
It
end-
works
it's
so
end
well
credits,
that
so
you
great.
don't even care.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, because I'm like, you got a bunch of different storylines going on in Thor, but yet no one's saying why did they do that. I guarantee you, no one's going to complain about it. You know why? Because it's going to actually fit together. You got, like you said, they have people that actually care over in Marvel, and they're going to make it work, and it's going to be good. No one's going to be like, well, because again, I hate to go back to that movie. I really don't want to talk about it, but Batman vs Superman has a bunch of stuff going on, and it's
Well, to be fair, Ultron had the same problem.
Ultron wasn't that good.
I
Ultron was
like
not-
Ultron.
But
It
it's
was
still
good,
it still
but
worked.
Yeah,
in a way.
It was good, but it should have been better.
It
Ultron
should've
should have been better, and it wasn't all because I was like, okay, I see.
I also think Ultron was in paper too powerful, but they didn't play him out that way in the movie. Because like the minute he's connected to the internet, that's it. Just turn everything off.
Yeah.
Like he could have just destroyed everything at that point.
Yeah.
But he never does. But well, that's
another story.
that's another story. Last movie of 2017 is gonna be Justice League in November
Please take your time.
Is that the last superhero movie of this year?
of 2017. Yeah.
2017.
I feel like that movie it's gonna be rushed and bombed. The only person I'm looking forward, like I said before, is the Flash. He's the only one that piques my interest, and he's the only one that I feel they're playing some kind of like, that plays up the same character. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know much about Flash, but I see that guy and I see Flash. The little bit I know about him is like, you know what I'm saying?
When he caught the Batman.
Yeah,
I was
and
like
the
I was like,
visuals
oh.
and the stuff they do with him, like, was when he threw the batarang, he just like that was amazing. Like that looks so cool to me.
Just like with Quicksilver.
Yeah, I like exactly. But I like what they're doing where it's more believable that it's not just I feel like in that trailer, like it's not just like he's fast. I feel like they're playing something different there. Where it's like he has some type of control over
just
time itself.
and space, yeah.
I mean, to us it seems like he's moving fast.
Yeah, but to himself it
To
seems
himself
like
he's doing something else.
Yeah.
Which I kinda like because the whole fast thing was always to me like, yeah, but how would that really work? There's all these issues where
Yeah, well, his mind moves faster too.
Right.
So that's his perception, like
right.
like slows down or speeds up, so he can
But
perceive
yeah, I
time.
agree.
and
Like
that.
from that Justice League, probably the most exciting one to me is also Flash.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the movie.
But the Justice League movie itself is going to be
I feel like-
hit or miss.
When is
I think
Flash
it's
coming
more
out?
miss than hit.
Huh?
When is Flash coming out? They didn't release date for that.
Flash,
So-
I think 18, right?
2018, that's the next one. First off 2018, Black Panther, then the Flash.
Well, we can't talk about Black Panther till we
Well,
get Jean.
yeah.
The actual Black Panther. I told him I said, look, man, we were talking about Black Panther. I said, but we didn't really know that much about Black Panther.
Arguably,
But
his
this
biggest
guy,
supporter.
I went to Gene. I was like, Black. He said, Black Panther, man.
He put out his book out.
Yeah, he's like, man, he can actually be Captain America, man. He started telling me all this stuff about
Yeah.
Black Panther, and like I didn't know about it, but I said, I told him, hold up, I have you come over, and you can explain it all here, But yeah, I'm interested, but I don't know. Again, I don't know what they're gonna do with Black Panther. I don't know.
Yeah, to me, Black Panther, he should have just been a plot point for.
Yeah, I don't know.
He
how
was
they-
just a plot.
And they should leave it there. He should.
Civil War.
I feel like there's no reason to give him his own movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but how would, like I said before,
We're
how
trying
would
to figure
that
out what they're
Panther,
gonna do.
like right now, the end game is Infinity War.
Yeah.
How would him fit into that? Like,
Well,
how would he
all
further the
we
plot?
can do is
Like,
trust Marvel because they haven't let.
the same thing with Spider-Man. I feel like they're using Spider-Man too late. Like, how would he? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I thought they
How
used
we
some
further
good.
hit,
I
you
thought
know,
they used some
and-
good in Civil War.
Well, they have to keep using Spider-Man. He's too popular of a character. I mean,
yeah, true, but popularity sometimes is not functionality. You know what I'm saying? It's like.
No, I mean I hear what you're saying, but the studio's they're always gonna make a Spider-Man movie.
It's like putting Donald Trump in jeopardy. You know, that he's a popular character. What the hell is he doing further edition? Like,
No, Spider-Man. People love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is like.
but just because you love Spider, honestly, let's be real. Just because you love Spider-Man, I can say I love Black Widow, but what is Black Widow gonna do against
No,
Thanos?
but millions and millions of people love Spider-Man.
So just 'cause you love
he's
Spider-Man-
probably one of the most popular comic book
Yeah.
characters ever.
And
They're gonna keep
you're
making
right,
movies.
but just because he's popular, everybody knows him. How would he stack up against a threat like that? Like, how would he stack up to Thanos? How would he stack up to
but just
Dormammu?
remember,
How does he
yeah.
stack up?
A lot of them. But I mean,
But remember, it's not
stacks
just,
up-
it's
who
not
stacks
just
up
him
Thanos?
fighting Thanos alone. He's gonna be with
I
teammates.
understand that,
you
but-
know, I guess you just play off of your teammates' strength. I guess you could say more or less.
but isn't
Because-
the Infinity War in the comics it's like all of the characters? Like,
Yeah, it's
all
probably
the
gonna be
comic
like
book
a
characters.
Yeah,
right?
but look,
So-
his power is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, take
But
that.
he's actually really strong. Like Spider-Man.
But versus Thanos, come
yeah,
on.
but you could say
But
about
you can
any
say that
character.
any of the
You could
characters.
say that about
Minus-
Scarlet Witch. You could say about Captain America because Spider-Man's stronger than Captain America. Like 10 times stronger than Captain America. Like, I mean, he'd be.
But there's also a reason why they're gathering all these characters together to face Thanos.
Right.
I didn't know Spider-Man
long
was
term.
I didn't know Spider-Man was actually stronger than Captain America.
He is.
way stronger than Captain America.
To be honest, I didn't expect either. How does like radioactive spider give you all this strength?
He has a proportional strength of Spider.
I don't know.
yeah,
I
I
don't know
get
the spider strength, but I get you.
But they're pretty strong proportionally.
Oh, yeah.
They can lift like 10 times their own weight or something like that, or I don't know.
I mean,
something
that's-
ridiculous.
I don't want to get into that, but that's actually,
But
it's actually gravity doesn't scale down, so.
right. Well, you know,
It's
I
all
mean,
I don't want to get into it.
but if you look at the
It's
characters,
too
I mean,
scientific.
comic books, you know, yeah. Like, I mean, actually, in the comic book, the way that Peter Parker sticks to walls is like through like some kind of gravitational,
Yeah.
like he creates gravity through his hands
Really?
to stick to walls. It's not like his fingers have little things on it. He
Uh-huh.
actually creates some kind of field that lets him stick things. So that doesn't make any sense at all. Like, I mean, when you think about spiders,
Yeah, I mean-
I'm pretty sure that's not how they stick to shit, but, or any insect for that matter. But you know,
Yeah.
it's a comic book. But
Yeah, but going back to Black Panther, I think they're just setting up for, because I think, as you all know, the original Avengers are going to be gone eventually. I think
Yeah, I was
Captain
thinking
America's
it's
going to be
gonna
gone,
be
Thor's going to be gone, Iron Man's going to be
So-
gone, and so on and so forth.
So Black Panther's
So-
gonna be one of the guys left.
So I think Black Panther is going to be, I think he's just like an addition to a newer Avengers
The
the
coming
next roster or
through.
whatever.
I think he'll probably play the part of Stark, basically.
Probably.
As far as money wise.
Yeah, because-
And having the tech.
Yeah,
and all
because
that
he
stuff.
owns his own country.
And that's Bucky's going to take
It's
over
genius.
Captain
He
Black
pointed
Panther,
out,
so, yeah.
which is one thing. He has a whole nation. now.
Yeah, he has a no nation now. Yeah.
Like that's like if Tony Stark was president.
So you
Imagine what
want
he can do with that.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah. And Bucky Barnes supposed to take over Captain America.
And Vibranium.
Oh yeah, Bucky Barnes supposed to take over.
He's going to take over.
Yeah.
Become the next Captain America.
I think Scarlet Witch.
you know what? Yeah, now that you mentioned that, I just remember that. It probably because Captain America's dying,
Exactly.
so
Well,
Bucky's probably gonna take the mantle because they're saying,
he's dying.
huh?
he has some condition we don't know about.
No, he dies. He's gonna die. Like I don't feel
I mean, maybe.
You think they're gonna incorporate what they're doing with the comic books now to the movies?
Maybe to an extent.
Because
I think they have to eventually
Like
Yeah.
to get rid
Because
of
somebody else has to get the
Steve
mantle.
Rogers and turn him evil.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't
No,
think
I don't know about all
No,
that.
I'm saying like just getting rid of Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and somebody else taking up the
But right now,
mantle.
Steve Rogers is like
Hydra.
complete- yeah,
He's Hydra.
complete sleeper shit for
But
Rogers.
also right now, I think I'm not sure if this is like
Right.
Oh yeah, he's
Chris
Hydra now?
Evans playing Captain America.
From the beginning, he was Hydra the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time he was a sleeper agent for Hydra.
Yeah,
No way.
the whole
Yeah,
from
that
the
was like
beginning,
a
from the
complete-
beginning, he was evil, and he was just playing a part of Captain America, and he was actually
Yeah.
trying to. So.
But yeah, I think
He's
we
like
won't
the
see
most
much of
evil
Captain
character
America
in the whole
for the
Marvel
foreseeable
universe.
future.
For real?
Yeah, and apparently he's gonna get Thor's hammer too. So.
We'll see.
I mean, he almost picked it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or Age of Ultron.
Yeah, that
Moved.
Like okay, I need to go. Still whack.
That's a good place to stop. We always started at 2018. I mean, the rest is basically what we talked about: New Mutants, Deadpool 2, Ant-Man Wasp, which is also coming.
We can save that for
Yeah.
the next podcast. You know, save some material.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll end it there. Real quick,
We're gonna fucking
for you
manage it.
people's watching out there, if you like what you heard and saw, definitely like and share. This is the second podcast, so go check out the first one. And anything else? Any closing thoughts?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, definitely.